IGN Live at E3 2013. Now today has been filled of really great demos, everything from Watch Dogs to Battlefield to DuckTales. So let's keep the diversity going with one of the coolest super teams ever assembled. Special emphasis on assembled. LEGO Marvel Superheroes is up right now.
As I live and breathe, Arthur, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you for coming by. First things first, you made me a liar. This kid tweets at me, he says, oh man, Lego Batman, that's great. When's there going to be a Lego Marvel? And I'm like, dear kid, there will never be one because Warner Brothers is DC Comics, Time Warner. How did this happen?
This game came about because people wanted it. You know, we listened, people were like, we want a Lego Marvel game.
Yeah.
And Warner Brothers, Marvel, Lego, everyone was like, let's do it. You know, let's make the game people want.
Yeah.
So we went out there and we've made the game people want.
Well, I've seen a little bit of it piece by piece. I've seen Wolverine and the adamantium skeleton. I've seen a giant Hulk. You're onto something here. Something big's going to go down with this game. What exactly is happening this time around?
Okay, this time around we have an all-original story so that we can basically get the player to play X-Men, Avengers, Fantastic Four, Spidey, working together as like a mega team under Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D.
Sure.
Yeah, the story is Galactus is coming.
Oh, no.
Bad times. And the Marvel villains, they're teaming up. They've got their own agendas, but they're teaming up. Nick Fury doesn't know what's going on, but he assembles all of the heroes to kind of find out. And so we take you on this epic story, weaving between some really great Marvel locations. Yeah, we're going to go to a Hydra base, we're going to go to the X-Mansion, we're going to go to Stark Tower. Yeah, we're going to go to Asteroid M Island. You know, this is mental stuff. All the way to eventually come to what is, I would say, the ultimate showdown boss fight. The best one we've ever done. So yeah, this game's crazy.
It seems like it already, yeah. So now if people foolishly skipped out on Lego Batman, you guys are starting to use voices. You're telling your own stories. Same thing here, right? We have voice characters?
Yeah. We have got, you know, our roster is well over 100 characters.
Wow.
Yeah, well over 100 known Marvel characters. And yeah, they're voiced. Every single one of these characters has got a voice. Every single one of these characters is brought to life with their own unique animations and moves and skills. And, you know, the guys back at the office in TT, they have done an incredible job on this one.
Sounds like it. So for viewers at home, where are we right now? What's happening?
Okay, so right now, this is about halfway in the game. And what's happened is Loki has gone to Asgard. He creates a vortex. He goes to Asgard to get the Tesseract. He needs the Tesseract to create this super weapon that he's going to create. So Nick Fury sends a great team of Human Torch, Wolverine, Captain America, and Thor through the Bifrost into Asgard. Now Asgard here is all frosty. It's like, why is it so frosty? The fact is, Loki's called in the frost giants from Jotunheim. You know, he needs some henchmen, they're the guys to do it. So we're here in the observatory, we've just gone through the Bifrost, we've just landed, and so here Thor, one of his moves, the dude's got a thunder. So he charges himself up, he can use electricity, he can whack guys, and he can also use his electricity to charge up these switches. So that's what we've got here, this sort of like giant Lego Heimdall sword. And obviously, you know, the dude can fly. Everyone knows.
Clearly, yeah, Thor's got to fly.
So, yeah, the idea with all of these characters is to make them come alive. So, yeah, Thor's going to charge up Heimdall's sword, and we'll get out of the observatory onto the Rainbow Bridge. So this is like, you know, we wanted to go to Asgard. Asgard's mega cool. Obviously, it helps. There's a Thor movie coming up around the same time we release, which is super cool. We hook into that. But yeah, so we'll be going out here through this horde of frost giants. And you can see, like, the characters here, Wolverine, Thor, Human Torch, Cap, those guys would never team up normally. And this is why we wanted to you know, make this original story. Luckily as well, we're in free play here for the demo, so we can show a few other cool characters. So that's a mega great. Yeah, you can't have a Marvel game without Wade Wilson Deadpool in there. So he is actually not a core story character, but he narrates some crazy stuff in the New York hub. It's like, you know, he's taking the mick out of us, he's taking the mick out of the characters, he's breaking that fourth wall all the time.
So that's interesting. You mentioned the New York hub.
Yeah.
Where we have the open world again like Gotham City was?
Yeah, we've got like a killer open world. So we've taken New York and we've got a squished up, condensed caricature New York, which features like real locations of Central Park, Times Square, all these areas, and then a load of Marvel areas as well. So the Baxter Building, Roxxon Power Plant, the Raft, the X-Mansion, you name it, it's in there. Yeah, look at that Hulk.
I will tell you right
Everybody
now,
wants the
every
Hulk.
review for this game is going to mention how great the Hulk is.
The Hulk is absolutely awesome. And, he's not alone. There are other characters in the Marvel Universe that are of a similar size.
Right.
We've already shown Abomination in our very first reveal of the game. And as we move through to launch, we're going to be making sure we showcase all of these great, what we're calling Lego big figures.
Sure. Now, you talked a little bit about, that there's a Thor movie coming out. Clearly, this is that's the Asgard this looks to be inspired by. Am I getting too comic book nerdy to ask you if you're in the movie universe or the comics? Are you taking the best of both?
Well, what we thought when we, when I found out that we were going to do Lego Marvel, my first thought was, I want everything. I want everything ever. The stuff I grew up on as a kid, comic books I've read, movie stuff. Let's get it all in there. So we've taken reference from a variety of sources to make sure that the kids are going to love it. Comic book geeks are going to love it. My grandma's going to love it. You name it. We want people to love this game. And there will be something in here for every fan of Marvel.
Very, very interesting. Human Torch looks great.
He's pretty cool, isn't he?
The fire effects, we haven't seen something like that as far as for a character, to my knowledge.
No. And he's flame on. He's Johnny Storm. You want him to do that.
Oh, there he's flamed off.
Loki's frozen him. It's like, what are you doing? Get out. So Loki in the level is basically here to hinder you. And he is basically playing the hologram, the god of mischief, trickery dude. But you'll see here, Human Torch, he can melt Lego ice. As in the Lego games in the past, any Lego is interactive. So we have a huge interactive environment. You see here, there's hundreds of Lego pieces that are all interactive, they're all dynamic. Here's another mechanic, these cracked walls, whenever you see them, this is something that, you need a Hulk character. In this instance, you need Thor. He can throw Mjolnir and smash these doors open.
Gotcha.
So there's loads of mechanics in the game. So he's wicked. A bit of dramatic slow-mo there. Let's eke it out a little bit. It's wicked.
How long have you been at Traveler's Tales?
Me personally, I've been at Traveler's Tales, 15 years, I think.
That's just a little bit of time.
Yeah.
When you guys first went down this road of Lego Star Wars and stuff, what were you thinking? Did you imagine that you were going to expand other franchises and you're going to do all this crazy stuff?
At the time, I didn't work on the original Lego Star Wars. I was on the other team.
Sure.
At the time, the guys were just having fun. They were making a game. It was a great idea by Tom Stone, and they were having fun with it. Nobody expected it to take off, and nobody expected us to be where we are now. And the fact is, we've created our own genre. The Lego games, drop in, drop out, two-player co-op. People love it. People love Lego games, and we love making them. That's the most important thing. The team back in Knutsford, and everyone involved, we love it. Lego love it. We love working with our partners. It's brilliant.
Is it one of those things where sometimes developers, they do something for a long time, they burn out, and I'll go. We're going to try to do a different game. We're going to split into two teams, do that, do this. Does the fact that you switch franchises so much now, does that keep you guys on the ball, you think, more than maybe others?
I think it probably does. It's the other thing is obviously, great talent are always going to be inspired to make great things.
Sure.
But for this one, we put so much hard effort, into making what we consider to be the ultimate Marvel game. This game is epic. Mr. Fantastic. How cool is he? He's stretchy. Every single character is exactly what you would expect them to be. And how can you not be inspired as a developer when you're making content like this? We love it. We love what we do. And we are so excited for people to be playing this when it comes out. It's going to be awesome.
When you launch out on a new project and you're like, all right, we got Lego Marvel, I'm assuming, I know you said you like Marvel, but do you have to go and bring on contractors who are like, let me tell you what Captain America needs to do and what Mr. Fantastic needs to be?
Luckily, most of us in the office are comic book geeks. But don't forget, we're working closely with not only Lego but also Marvel, and we're working really closely with them to make sure that we're delivering exactly what fans of Marvel are going to want. We have our audience of kids. We also have our audience of comic book geeks like me, I'm such a super nerd, and so working with Marvel, they back into the creativity is brilliant. It's really good.
Do you ever feel you guys get a bad rap? I'll be playing like Lego Batman 2, right? I reviewed, I loved it, but I'd have to sell people on it. Oh, you're reviewing Lego Batman? I'm like, yeah. It's like, oh, it's another Lego game. I'm like, no. Well, yes, kind of, but it's a great thing already, right? And they're layering on this, and they have Troy Baker, and they got Batman and Supergirl. Does it ever get in your skin, or is it just the fact that it connects is enough for you?
No, the fact that kids love these games is enough for us. We know the audience love it. Now, with this one, so many people are saying, you know what? I'm going to go and buy a Lego game. This one looks sick, so I'm going to give them a try. And that's the thing. People, once they've played the games, as you say, they're hooked. They love this stuff. And if this one brings new people to the fray, brilliant. It's our job done. But the first and foremost thing we have to do is keep the kids happy. Make sure the audience we're aiming at love it. And you know what? The wider audience love it because of what we do to make it successfully fun for the kids.
Gotcha. Now, I know we're in free play, so it's not exactly what you'd expect in the regular game, but are we still going to see, now Captain America needs to get into his scuba suit or whatever, like there was hazmat Bat Robin in the last one and stuff. Are there still goofy suits like that?
No, the great thing about Lego Marvel is that all the characters have great powers themselves that we are focusing on. So the whole interplay and the whole idea of bringing all these character families together is that you're going to be tagging from character to character. So you need Captain America with his vibranium shield to deflect laser bolts or whatever. And then you're maybe going to need to tag to, say, Spider-Man, because Spider's going to use his spider senses to uncover some sort of hidden Lego somewhere in the game.
Gotcha.
Or Wolverine to slash some doors.
Oh my God, look at it go. So sorry to cut you off. Your game's too good. It needs to be pointed out that this is getting awesome.
For me, I just every day at work, the whole team's just like, did you see what the animators have put in for this guy?
Right.
Have you seen this? And we're having so much fun back at the office.
I like that even though it's crazy and you're on Asgard, you still have your little planted flowers.
Absolutely.
All the classic Lego tropes, they got to be there.
We need to have a massively rich environment. The rule stands of if it's Lego, you can interact with it.
Right.
Kids just get that, and there's so much going on under the bonnet in a Lego game that people don't really understand. It might look cutesy, but it's not. It's so technically complex, and you can drop in, drop out and free play any character. It's over 100 of them. We've got a hero creator of our own with you can make your own hero in the character customizer and then assign them powers. It's amazing.
So, I'm going to say something I've never said before.
Okay.
I'm a big DC fanboy. Everybody knows that. That's who I am. I rep them hard. But people always argue with me that Marvel has cooler characters. And I'll say right now, I think visually and in this game, you're like, well, they are looking a little bit cooler. You know what I mean? There was the super family and there's Batman and whatnot, but you got Iron Man shooting stuff, doing his eye. You got Spider-Man, got Hulk. Your next DC game, you better make everybody look as awesome as this.
I can't compare the two. We're focusing on this and making this as great as we can. And I think you can see the games coming together really well.
Yeah. Now you talk about focusing on this. How does TT work? Are there multiple? There has to be multiple teams, right? You guys didn't finish Lego, and how many teams are you running at any time working on Lego games?
We're usually running sort of 2 teams in the Knutsford office.
Gotcha.
And we need to give each game a really good, strong development cycle to make sure we deliver the best game possible. So, but at the minute, due to the sheer nature of this one, pretty much everyone in the office is on this. We've got to get this out. Don't forget, this is a big game. We've got a whole open world, all these great levels, all these great characters, and a load of hidden levels that are top secret that reach out into the wider Marvel sort of arena. There's some pretty sick stuff in there.
How are they hidden? Branching paths? Or
around New York, you can find some Marvel locations, unlock your way in, and then you get unique little standalone snippet stories involving characters that aren't actually in the main story. Comic books. So there's a comic book intro and outro. Deadpool narrates them. They are so funny. There's some really good stuff in there.
I know you've got time. The game comes out in October.
Sure, yeah.
I'm not gonna. I understand you maybe still finalizing who's voicing Deadpool.
I really wish I could tell you. We have not quite finalized exactly who's in the cast.
All right.
But when we do announce it, you guys, you need to be first there to see who's in it because it is amazing.
Okay. If it's Nolan North. Anyway. No, you know, the game looks great. Like, you've done it again, clearly, it seems. It seems so, like, this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, it's another Lego game. Somebody's going to say that, but that means it's another great game. You know what I mean? Like, it looks awesome. You have the open world that everybody loved. You have all these characters. It looks just dynamite.
Yeah, and, you know, we're just having great fun making it. You know, fortunately, the guys in the office are super talented. You know, I couldn't ask for a better team to work with, and yeah, day in, day out, they're producing the goods. They do a great job. It's awesome.
All right, well, great. Well, Arthur, thank you so much for coming by. Lego Marvel Superheroes out this October.
Out this October on all formats, and out next gen as well. As soon as we can, when we know exactly when the new consoles are launching. But yeah, it's going to be mega.
Of course, if you want to know when the new consoles are launching, you need to keep it here on IGN. And don't go away yet, even though we don't have those dates. We have plenty of games to show you and here to tell you about them. Is my Gwen Stacy, Naomi Kyle.
I love you, Greg. All right, thanks, guys. Of course, as always. Thank you. Okay, it's time for that part of the day when I say, aw, we only have one demo left. But fear not, tomorrow we'll continue with another full day of exclusive live demos. So check the schedule at e3.ign.com. But as for right now, we're going out with a dramatic bang, or bam. So stay tuned for Beyond Two Souls.